Welcome back, Keepers of the Flame. Okay, let's get Aries. What's happening, Aries? Doing the fire signs today. Okay, so forgive me. I have little zippers on my... I just realized that's going to cause a little bit of a... If it gets too annoying, I'll just take the jacket off. You're catching me in the in-betweens, baby. Alright, what does Aries need to know? What does the universe want Aries to know? Ooh, Knight of Wands, 3 of Cups. But for whatever reason, that doesn't want to come out. Okay. Putting it back in. Anyway, Aries, what's up, Judite says. What does Aries need to know from the universe? Highest good of all. Let's rock this out, Aries. And your planet is no longer in retrograde. Yay, you were Skippy. Anything else, Aries? Alright. Okay. On the roots of the reed, 5 of Pentacles in reverse, 10 of Cups in reverse, Ace of Swords. You gotta start somewhere. Okay. 3 of Cups in the upright, Ace of Cups in the reverse, the Emperor, there you are, and the Knight of Wands in reverse. Queen of Pentacles in the upright, King of Cups in reverse, Justice in reverse, the World in reverse, the Hierophant in reverse. Son of a monkey's butt nugget. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna have to clarify on that. Cool. That's on top of my clarifying deck. It's hard to... At the roots, it feels like you're trying to get clear in your mental space about your happiness. And you're bringing the Pentacles experiences and your mental space into it. And the 2 important cups are in the reverse. The 3 of Cups is in the upright. Normally, I would read that as you coming together with your 2 of Cups and your single cup, because that one's in reverse. The universe is saying no. They are taking their happiness from outside. You're outsourcing your happiness here. Well, no wonder why your 10 of Cups is in reverse. You let other people have control over that. You're in a lot of trouble, sweet thing. I get really smart-assy about that, don't I? What the heck movie was that even from? Like, he had like a I don't know. I can't remember his name. It was a really cute movie. Anyway. So if everybody's your sweet thing, then it's not special. Does that make sense? That's what that message was out of my non-filtered face hole. So your Ace of Cups and your King of Cups is in reverse here, along with your 10 of Cups. But your 3 of Cups is in the upright. You're standing in your power, but you're not doing your thing. Okay, that was me. If I do fart, I'll let you know. Zeus, are you okay, buddy? Was that a fart or like I'm gonna throw up? Oh, you're playing. Okay, he's got a bone and he's just dragging it across the floor. Okay. Anyway, Queen of Pentacles in the upright. But then you've got the King of Cups in reverse. Justice in reverse. The World in reverse. The Hierophant in reverse. Your value system doesn't even care about your cups, darling. They're not even, neither of them are looking at each other. At least she's facing this one. Are you in the underworld, Aries? Are you in the underworld going, what the heck is going on? I feel like your cups and your pentacles are being quite... Your cups and your pentacles are right next to each other. So that's what's being put in question here, is how do your pentacles, your mode of living, if you will, this operandus of, excuse me, pardon me, I'm not going to sneeze. Your modus operandus for living here is being looked at in a very critical way, and you're coming up short. So you gotta go back and do something about it, because it's not going to complete. And you lost your tickets to paradise. I don't know. That's what... This is what popped in my head when I saw this card. I got 2 tickets to paradise. We can pack our bags and leave tonight. And the plane goes down in a ball of freaking flames. Aries. That's not happiness. Something needs to be looked at here in your heart space. Definitely your Ace of Cups. Are you trying to save something here? Trying to save happiness. Trying to save happiness. How are you going to save happiness? All right. Let's get in it. Okay. So you're starting off 4 Pentacles in reverse. Ace of Swords again. At least it's coming out on the outside. It's in your subconscious now. You're bringing it forward. Looking at it from a different perspective. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Oh. You don't want this. Whatever. Okay. Well, that would make sense. These 2 people don't even speak the same language. How are they gonna... If that is your divine couple, yeah, hello. That's no happiness. Okay, there's your King of Wands. I ain't got no Queen of Wands, though. Queen of Cups. And the 9 of Cups. You better be keeping emotionally sovereign here, because this is not some happiness. The only thing is the divine couple that you do have on the one side of you, or if this is you coming together with anyone, they're like, yeah. So she's in a ship. He's got the ship. Or the king has a ship out of water. So the queen is in the ship, and I feel like that's you. That's you. That's you. You're like, I don't want to go nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. Nowhere. Okay. I didn't say you had to, Aries. So I'm not yelling at you. That's probably a wise decision, because you got Justice in the reverse here. Let's get the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Cups clarified. Okay. 6 of Pentacles in reverse. You were breadcrumbing somebody, or somebody was breadcrumbing you. The Star. 10 of Swords completed the cycle. Star to me is saying, pardon moi, coffee. What are you people doing? Just lay down. Thank you. Traffic. Right. So this Aries card or this Star card feels like healing. Maybe you're dealing, see, I don't often like pinpoint like energy specifically to like other signs and stuff. Just because I feel like when I say it, it confuses the read. So I only say it when it like really comes out here. So it might be either your Aquarian energy or another person's Aquarian energy that's at play here. So you might want to check that out in your birth chart. Or where they're at right now. Livestock moving into Aquarius. Okay. But the cycle's trying to complete itself and close itself up. And I think you're starting to understand where your happiness really is. And that's bringing you back into balance here. Hopefully, because the justice is in reverse. Let's get justice in the world in reverse. How's Aries going to remedy that? Jason Mraz. Remedy. Look that one up. I feel like I have a highway right beneath my feet. Justice in the world in reverse. I got the 7 of Wands in reverse. You're not even going to fight the process. Well, that's a good idea. What's at the bottom? Queen of Pentacles in reverse. 4 of Cups in reverse. There it is. Completing the cycle. Okay. So you're not fussing and fight. You're not doing anything with this energy. You're like, I can't, obviously. But you're coming to the wisdom and understanding it and closing that cycle out. Because you have the 10 of Swords in reverse over here. And now it's bringing in wisdom and understanding. So your best bet on how to deal with this final energy after you've stopped allowing breadcrumbing, healing, realizing this is a cycle and a pattern that you need to stop and complete, you can go back to your 3 of Pentacles or 3 of Cups. Why do I keep saying that? Okay, maybe these are in. Okay, so the first one that came out was the 4 of Pentacles from the top of the read. Maybe these are people you work with too, or it's affecting your workplace, or you need to be looking at your workplace. You've got the Queen of Pentacles in reverse over here though, and then the 4 of Cups. You're putting your heart into your work, or you're putting your work into your heart's. I don't. Page of Pentacles reversed. I feel like every time you try to like get into your heart space, the Pentacle goes wampus. And every time you get into your freaking Pentacle space, your heart space goes kitty wampus. Straighten it out, Aries. I don't know what you want me to tell you. We'll pull an oracle card at the end. This is interesting though. I mean, the dynamic is clear cut. Whenever you try to like step into a mental space, it screws up your pentacles. Whenever you try to step in your heart space, it screws up your pentacles. Whenever you try to use something about your workspace here is just whatever it is you're working on, whatever you hold value to, needs to be readjusted here. 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Aries. That's not like you either. Usually, like, Aries are like, get it done. Mars is your ruling planet. You're a go-go juju. Okay. Hierophant in reverse. One card. I highly doubt it. Not her. There it is. Who did it? Son of a monkey's butt nugget, Aries. Ah! Ah! Okay, so you're just like, oh man. You're pulling out all the stops here. And you're like, fine, I'm dropping it all. No sovereignty, though. 2 of Cups in reverse. So, again, outsourcing. Page of Wands in reverse. Okay. The best advice I can give you is stay with this energy right here that's coming up. Even though these 2 people can't talk to each other, this feels like You're trying to manifest your counterpoint here because look, okay, so Queen of Cups, King of Wands, and then you've got the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Cups. You are trying to manifest your counterpoint here because you're the Emperor, your Empress would be your counterpoint, right? So you're trying to step into that somehow. And A, your Magician is missing. B, the Hierophant is in reverse. The High Priestess is not here. So this is the universe saying, okay, hold your horses, Aries, because you got some stuff to complete here. You got some other things to work on before we can bring that person in for you. Because if you were still on this toxic pattern, your Empress would not be impressed. She would take one look at you and be like, no. And it could be, you could be a female and still be an Emperor energy, and your Empress could be a man. It's just about the energies. So it's just needs to complete itself because you, at some point, are going to start looking at this from a very different perspective. And then you're like, yeah, you're right. I don't want to plant any of my pentacles here. You're so right. So you're going to step into these energies. And even though they don't communicate well, I think you're still going to just hold space for them. And I don't think this is too far on the outside of you here. I feel like you're trying to bring these energies on the outside together, when in actuality, you just need to bring them together on the inside. Okay? And balance them out. So you're not working too hard on this. The only thing I'm worried about is don't step into that. Keep your sovereignty, keep your own value structure and whatever else. Don't give that up for anybody. Keep your own value structure. This is the Queen of Pentacles. If it stopped glaring so hard on the blasted card. It's upside down and backwards. Never mind. It's the Queen of Pentacles. You're just going to have to take my word for it. Unless you're going to word backwards. Which, cool. Okay. So let's get clarification on the roots of the read. And then I'm going to pull an oracle. Yeah, you just need to, because all this is at the end is just a waiting for total, complete understanding of why this is happening. So at some point, you're doing the work here. You're rearranging. You're looking at it from different perspectives. You're saying no to breadcrumbs. You're doing the work, Aries. So it's just a matter of waiting. And maybe that's why everything at the end is in reverse, because you're getting really impatient. I have yet to meet a very patient Aries. The Wise One, the Four of Wands, the King of Cups, and the Eight of Pentacles. When it does show up, you're going to be wiser for the wear. You're going to celebrate it. There's your King of Cups in the upright. Then the real work begins, Aries. What? You mean it's not like some corrupt Disney movie where we just find our mates and then we live happily ever after? Nope. Not even close. That's when the real work begins, darling. But hopefully it'll get your Ten of Cups in the upright. I don't have Ten of Cups in the upright. I have a Wise One, the Four of Wands, the King of Cups, and the Eight of Pentacles for the roots you read. So it's coming. You just, okay. I can't give you a timeline. I'm not good at that stuff yet. Or maybe I'm not supposed to be good at this stuff. I feel like it comes in different for everybody. So like, general read. What do I want for Aries? Do we want? What are you having problems with? Pentacles. Let's get some Earth Magic. Earth Magic Oracle. What does Aries need to know? Can I get a card for Aries, please? We got time. I'll read both of them just for you, love. Okay. Whale. Breach and lightning power. Really? In an Aries read, power? All right, no glare. Whales. This powerful creature of the ocean takes few great sweeps with its fins and propels himself briefly out of the waters where he spends the majority of his life. He's taking a break from the ordinary earth element in which he lives to exist even for a few moments in the realm of the blue skies and sun. Having broken through the skin of the ocean in a magnificent display of fullness and strength, all baleen whales breach, but none more spectacularly than the humpbacks, considered the acrobats of the family. They arc, stretch, and twist their bodies even as they approach the surface of the water in what may be an ancient mating ritual, a form of communication, or even a way to remove parasites. In this image, the humpback whale has burst out of the ocean, expresses an almost palatable feeling of release and joy. Often, when we manage to change our environment, to break through illusionary blockages, we experience an intense feeling of relief and can let go of any previously held fears and assumptions of what would happen once we did overcome that barrier. Whether it's material, emotional, or mental, simply getting away from the trance of technology for a few hours and spending that time in nature is a breach from the trappings of civilization that can suffocate us and prevent us from connecting to Earth. It is time to take a break, not just a coffee break, but a respite from the usual environment you find yourself in. That trip you wanted to take? Go for it. Tired of being indoors? Make a point to go outside. You have become so attached to your surroundings that you have created within them an illusion of safety. Yet it is not these things that make you feel safe. Rather, the familiarity you have endued in your surroundings have generated this false sense of security. Taking time away from the familiar is literally about changing your external environment in a significant way, such as doing something unusual or perhaps something you have always wanted to experience. Another perspective is breaking through the barrier of beliefs that have constricted you in a way from being who you truly are. This is your opportunity to do some intentional breaching of these thought patterns, which will open you up to different worlds and perspectives. Okay. Lightning. We see power all around us, in the mountains, meadows, and clouds. In fact, in every expression of nature. Yet there isn't a more dramatic display of nature's power than lightning. It electrifies and splits the atmosphere, such that when the heated air comes rushing together, we hear thunder and applause of the gods. Lightning sharpens our senses and triggers fear and awe. We see these forked beams of brilliant light jump from the sky, and our instinctual vigilance is triggered in anticipation of the roar that follows. We naturally seek shelter from the storm, or are grateful that we already are being sheltered. This demonstration of the power of creation is yet another way to remind us that we are not in control of the natural world. When we witness nature's power with open hearts and minds, we see that it is neither destructive nor constructive. It simply is. The power available to you, the force of life itself, is neutral. It is neither inherently good nor bad. It is how you utilize that will determine whether it is ultimately harmful or life-giving and congruent with the will of spirit that pulses through you. What is required is awareness of your intention, your values, and your willingness to act on them under the particular circumstances of your inquiry. Although you may see yourself as using this power for good, do not allow yourself to get caught up in the duality of good or bad in determining your decisions or actions. Through prayer or ceremony, you can tap into this spiritual force, and by paying close attention to Spirit's prompting, your choice will ultimately be revealed to you, one that is beyond your typical perspective. From there, you can continue to access this divine power that is the very force driving the universe. Okay, Aries, I hope that helps. I don't feel like I need to say anything more about that. I think it did it. Okay? I love you. Until next time, keep your flame.